Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. So happy to be here. We're out here in nature, enjoying this amazing energy. Hopefully, all of you can hear me okay. Give me a little thumbs up in the chat room and let me know if you can hear the audio okay and you can see me all right. There is a lot to talk about right now. There is a big shift happening right now on planet Earth, and I don't want you to be distracted. Honestly, that's what it comes down to. Are you distracted? Right now, there is a lot going on in this great awakening, and at the same time, people are distracted. Wearing face masks, wearing blinders over their third eye, completely negative to what's going on right now. Seriously, people, right now, this is probably the best time to be alive in 2020. Here we are on this beautiful planet Earth. If you're not outside, if you're not enjoying these beautiful vibrations from the planet right now, then you're missing out. Okay, that's simply the truth that I want to reveal to you right now. Are you distracted from this virus? Okay, you have to understand that there's so much happening right now on the surface, and that means absolutely nothing. I'm talking about the coronavirus. I'm talking about the political agenda. I'm talking about the elites. Everything is meant to keep you in control, to simply distract you from your real work. That's what this is all about. Now, the real work is your spiritual awakening, your karma. And right now, there is infinite amount of tools that you can access in order to relieve that karma and to be your best self. The problem is, again, are you being distracted? Are you paying attention to what's on the news? Are you listening to those friends and or family members that are pulling you down into that lower vibration? What tools are on your tool belt to help anchor you into this higher vibration? I'll tell you what's happening right now. I know you feel confused. I know you're frustrated. I know there's a lot of anxiety and depression happening right now on the planet. And guess what? That's exactly where they want you to be. That's the sheep mentality. Do not be a victim of someone else's agenda, period. End of discussion right there. I don't care if it's the government. I don't care who it's coming from. Know that you are infinite. Everything that you need right now is within you. So again, I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you distracted? There is so much happening in your phone, on your social media feed, the news, what your parents are telling you, what your friends want you to be. All of those are distractions. And honestly, the biggest one of all is this virus. People are going to pull you down into their energy, into their vibration, wherever they're at. And it makes no sense to me. Because again, the real work is right here. It's within you. Nobody can do that work for you. Nobody. It's just not possible. You have to be the one. And I'll tell you this, everything that we talk about, everything that's on this spiritual awakening, when you understand chakras and energy and your Kundalini system really comes online, you have to understand that there are certain powers that be that want to keep you in control. And that's exactly why this virus and this pandemic rolled out. Now, haven't you noticed that it's much bigger than the virus? Okay, that's really what I want to hone in on. Like, this has absolutely nothing to do with an quote-unquote virus. Look at the economy. Look at what's happening on the system. Now, what you're experiencing is, in my opinion, the biggest shift in energy that we are all happening right now. Now, I want you to know that there is nothing to be afraid of. There is nothing actually even to worry about. Why? Because you are infinite. You got nothing to lose. That's the thing. It's like if you have that fear, I'll let you know right now, if there's people in your life that are fear-based and they have that anxiety and that depression, know they are caught in that distraction. Okay? They are literally not able to think for themselves. It's not possible. Like literally, it's not possible for them to think for themselves because their mind is being controlled. I know you have friends or family members who are experiencing this. And we need to have more compassion, more empathy, more love for these people now more than ever. Because this great awakening requires all of us, not just you, the awakened one, the chosen one, not just you, the empath, the indigo child, the rainbow crystal children of the planet that are here to create the great awakening. I'm talking about everybody else. Everybody else who is stuck in that third dimension, stuck in that fear, stuck in that reactivity of life. We all need to send more love, more empathy to those people right now. That's what this is all about, because without them, we can't do it, right? We simply can't do it. In fact, I would go even further and say we've already done this dance before. We've already had this, samsara, this cycle of birth and death. We've had these bodies. We've been walking on planet Earth before. You know what this is like. Now is your chance to help other people wake up. Now is your chance to create this great awakening for other people. That's really what this comes down to. Are you really selfish and getting caught in that spiritual bypassing and just stuck in your room and just in this quarantine? Or are you living a real spiritual life, connecting to the hearts of everybody you come in contact with? See, and that's exactly what I want to, hit home here, because this distraction is doing just that. It's separating us. They are hitting us home in the most vulnerable place right now. And that's where we're being tested. That's where we are being challenged. Are you creating that great awakening? Are you creating that change within yourself? Nobody's going to do this for you. Don't put your faith in the political system. Don't put your faith in anything outside of you. That's really this paradigm shift that's happening right now. Again, the third dimension is based out of the mind. We are shifting into the heart. That is the fifth dimensional energy that is very new. That is a lot of people that are simply afraid of that because it's beyond the constructs of the mind. And whether it's the coronavirus, whether it's some other, virus or pandemic, whatever outbreak, whatever word you want to use, whatever fear-based theory that is created from man is no longer going to allow us to stay in that lower vibration. It's that simple. It's just that simple. Shout out to everybody right now who knows what I'm talking about. I hear you in the chat room. I see you guys waking up. I read your direct messages. I read everything that you're doing, and I know this is powerful. Honestly, I've never seen so many people wake up right now in 2020, and that's why it's exciting, right? There's a huge shift that has happened already. The question is, are you embodying that new frequency? The shift has already happened. Right? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Are you distracted? Are you listening to the news? Are you putting on that mask when you know you shouldn't be? I mean, I can't tell you how many, common sense things have just gone completely out of the window through this whole great awakening, right? You can really see who has been shifted into that fear and who has been really ascending and doing the work. That loving vibration, that light is here right now on planet Earth. The question again, are you embodying it? What are you doing about it? It's here right now. Nobody else. You don't need anybody. Not your friends, not your soulmate, not your family members, not a guru. Everything you need is within your heart, within that love, that high vibration. So quit being distracted. That's really what I want you to honor within yourself right now. What are those distractions in your life? Get rid of those fear-based agendas. The coronavirus is the biggest one right now. And again, this is going to happen again and again and again. Whether it's world war, whether it's terrorism, whether it's GMO, whether it's Monsanto, right? Whether it's the political agenda, whether it's the air, the chemtrails, it doesn't matter. You have to understand that these dark forces have been working for hundreds, if not thousands of years to keep us in that darkness. That light is within you. You have to polish that mirror, uncover that light yourself. Nobody's going to do this work for you. Nobody's going to pat your bottom while you're going through your shadow work and you're doing the cleansing and upgrading your chakras and getting your Kundalini energy online. We've all been through it. Now, use this Use this as a vehicle for truth and transformation. Don't get distracted by the virus. Use this as an opportunity to help the planet wake up. That's what I'm talking about here. You, your family, your community, you have to be the change. So when someone comes up to you with that huge amount of fear, and it's just swarming all around them, and they're wearing the mask, and they don't know what to do, and they're coming up to you and honestly judging you is really what it is. What are you going to do? Are you going to judge them back and get caught in that reactivity and that lower vibration? Or are you going to choose the high road? They call it the higher road for a reason. That means you do not get caught in that reactivity. You get into this real conscious self. This is where the human is, right here. That prefrontal cortex. That reactivity and the emotions are all here in the back of the brain. That's the evolution of the soul that has been happening on this planet for thousands of years. Now, again, are you going to be the change? Are you being tested? Are you being challenged? I know you're experiencing it because I am, right? I'm just like you. I'm experiencing it. I'm in the battlefield right now. And it really doesn't matter what you're seeing, because at the end of the day, what's on the surface isn't real. This is in what we call in yoga, this is called Maya. This is simply an illusion. It is simply distracting you from your inner work. Your true work is right here within you. It's not going to happen outside of yourself. You don't need anything outside of yourself. The only thing that this has proven to all of us is where people truly stand, right? You can see where people stand right now more than ever. You can see who's on the light side of life and who's working for the dark. This isn't going to happen overnight, just like this shift happened through hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, of the Rockefellers, right? The big elites, the reptilians. I can go on and on. I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories. I want you to know that simply there are dark forces at work right now. And are those dark forces propelling you away from your spiritual life? That's really what it comes down to. Again, are you being distracted? The coronavirus, this so many things right now that is just simply taking away your attention. Look at social media as a whole. Are you practicing this? Is it uplifting your consciousness, or is it distracting you? Woo! Little wind picking up there. The nature is real, everybody. Man, if you're not enjoying these high vibrations from nature, if you're not accessing and communing with nature on a daily basis, you're missing out. That's what I'm telling you. Like, that's what you need to start connecting those dots. Okay? Don't you see they're creating an environment where you simply cannot live? They have completely cut off your spiritual access, which is nature. This is it. Right here. You need to feel the wind. You need to be grounded. Touch the bare feet. Sit down. Connect with this beautiful cosmic earth ship. Seriously. I see a lot of people that are distracted in this life. I see a lot of people that are simply wasting their energy on other people instead of simply focusing and channeling that energy within. Now, I'm going to ask you that same question. You clicked on this video. You're here with me right now. Are you being the change? What are you doing about it? Those things that were rooted in the 3D, that were rooted in the fear-based mentality in the mind, have got to go. That old construct of what we thought the earth was and how it worked has been completely shattered. Seriously, all of it. It's been completely shattered. That brick and mortar 9-to-5, world that our parents and grandparents created and worked so hard for, that is completely gone. If you haven't seen that yet, if you haven't felt that yet, then you are behind the curve. I'm telling you, there is a huge world right now beyond the matrix, beyond the Maya, beyond the illusion of who you think you are. You are not this mind. You are not this body. No, you are infinite, pure consciousness. If you've ever struggled with something, if you've ever felt that depth of that void within yourself, no, it's because that environment that you're in right now is not conducive for the soul. You have to change that. Again, this distraction, this big distraction known as the coronavirus, is creating an environment to enslave you. It's just that simple. This is not about your health. This is not about anything that has to do with America and freedom. This is the exact opposite. Now, know that all the people right now that are enslaved into that indoctrinated mentality of the third dimension, they have willingly given up their freedom. That's not okay with me. That's what I'm talking about right now. We cannot allow this to happen anymore. The shift has already happened in my lifetime, in my reality. Now I want you to wake up too. I want you to be that change right now so other people can start asking questions. They can start waking up to this truth. Oh, I don't need to wear a mask. Oh, why don't I just go outside? Why don't I take off my shoes and start grounding my energy, start meditating, start getting into this real positive energy? It's all up to you. Again, nobody can do this for you. I get caught up every day in why people are distracted. That's honestly the biggest thing right now that I see is, why are you fixated on somebody else's life? Why are you fixated on the fear itself? Notice how that old agenda, how the old earth worked, right? The third dimension was all about fear. Your job, your family, you're going to work because you're afraid to lose your house. Now, you see people wearing a mask because they're afraid of some virus. Now, let's really take a look at this. There is no judgment on anybody here. I want you to know, if there's people in your life that are wearing masks, if you see people that are wearing masks, we need to give them even more love, even more compassion, right? Because if we don't do that, then we're not being the change ourselves. We're not embodying that change ourselves. So hone in on what that means to you. What is that frequency? What is that change? In that moment, it could be something as simple as a compliment. Oh, you have a great shirt. I love that color. Oh my gosh, your hairdo looks so fantastic today. Did you get a haircut recently? Right? Just throw them for a loop. Get out of that fear base and give them a little love. Right? That's all they need. That's all everybody needs. Right now, we are all in need of love. We have been disconnected, not only from the earth and our source energy. I'm talking about just our fellow man, our brothers and sisters. We need to hug. We need to love each other a little bit, get that connection back. Without that, we are lost. Now, I want all of you to know that this is a huge distraction, and this is honestly the best word that I could use without getting these videos censored. Every time I hop on these live streams, I swear my videos either get demonetized or censored, and a lot of my videos aren't even appearing on people when I go live, and this is very frustrating for me, and I'm just going to let all of you know that I'm not going to stop. So I'm putting in my work. We have to put double the work in, honestly, because that darkness is here. It's fighting 24/7. You got to imagine that billions of dollars in their marketing, right? Billions and billions of dollars through the commercials and the TV and the music industry and the food system, all of that. That's what we're combating right now. That's what we are really going against. This is just battle. This is battle number 5,000, right? We are amongst just another battle in this amazing, huge, grand spiritual war. That's what's happening right now. The spiritual war is huge, okay? And this really started back in the 70s. It started with the first counterculture and the real awareness about the government and the CIA and what's really going on behind the scenes. Now that has expanded into a huge brainwashed society that I would say, the majority of the population is completely controlled, completely distracted, and not even really fulfilling their own soul purpose, their own karma. And honestly, it hurts. It hurts me to see this. It's exactly what motivated me to start the Infinite Cup, to be here with all of you, because we have to create that change right now. I know you're doing it. I know everybody right here at the Infinite Cup. Shout out to everybody who's doing the work. I see all of you. I see all of you doing the work, and I know it's not easy. So let me just take a moment to honor you. Honor that work. Honor the amazing abundance that is coming into your life. Honor the gifts. Honor the upgrades. When you really let go of all of the mind, all of those limitations, and embody this new frequency, it is incredible what the universe can bring into your life. So again, are you distracted? Really ask yourself this question. Practice discernment. Really get in tune with your higher self. That Kundalini energy needs to come online. Your guides, your angels, everybody's around you right now just begging for this moment to happen. Can you create the change in your life? We have to stop being distracted and stop giving in to this energy, giving into this political agenda. I'm not going to lie. I've been very frustrated. I've been doing a lot of energy work, a lot of clearing of my emotional body and my spiritual body just to be able to have a functioning life, okay? There is so much going on right now that is just bombarding your consciousness, and if you don't use it, you'd lose it. You know, that saying is true. So if you're not having those conscious thoughts, if you're not in line with your higher self, being guided by the intuition, then those thoughts are being bombarded by your subconscious. This is real. It's exactly what I talk about right here at the Infinite Cup. You know what to do about this. I call them tools on the tool belt, right? The detoxification, being vegan. Shout out to everybody right now who's already vegan. Thank you. You have to do this inner work. Get away from the chemicals. Get away from all of those things that are creating the toxicity in the first place. If you're creating all of that, you are a part of the problem, and we need to be a part of the solution. That's what is being demanded of you right now. Get away from the distraction. Stop perpetuating the conspiracy theories and the fear-based mentality, and start loving life. When you really get into your heart space, when you start loving life, people are going to ask questions. People are going to really see you happy. And they're going to be like, man, what did you do? Why does she look so good today? Why is she shining so bright? That could be your potential with every single human being that you encounter. Honestly, that is the potential. Now, are you the one getting caught in that reactivity, who's stuck in the third dimension, who's stuck in fear, or are you choosing love in that moment? Because we're all being tested. All of us. I'm being tested, honestly, right now more than ever. This doesn't go away. You know, this great awakening isn't just like this light bulb moment that just, goes off inside your mind and then that's it. Then you're good and everything's just light and love and unicorns and rainbows and butterflies. That's not how this works. You really have to embody this frequency. You have to put in that work on a daily basis. That's why I call it a daily practice. And at the same time, again, we have to combat all of those forces, all of those things that are really wanting your attention right now. I'm telling you, it's a constant battle, whether it's social media, whether it's your friends, your job, your family, whatever thing that you have in your reality that is begging for attention. Please, I'm asking you just to practice discernment. Ask yourself, what is this fulfilling in my life? Is it for the highest good of all? That is my favorite mantra. Ask yourself, whatever your job is, whatever that thing is in your life, is it for the highest good of all? That will hit home with you. That is the discernment that I'm talking about. Whittling out those things that are not serving the fifth dimension, not serving the love, and letting go of those things that were rooted in the third dimension, that were rooted in fear. The old self is going to cling on to those bad habits. The old self just loves to be comfortable. The old self loves these constructs of the mind that we've created to make everything so cozy. Don't you see? That's the exact recipe that the government uses, that the man uses, to keep you in control, right? They want to get you all comfortable, all buttered up. And then guess what? They take it away and use it to keep you in control by threatening you. And it works. It's a beautiful system. It's worked for hundreds of years now. And notice how the powers have shifted to the 1%, and that 1% just gets bigger and bigger while we struggle and we struggle. The middle class has been completely wiped out. There is only the lower class and the upper class now. If you're like me and you are here for this world and you are here for the greater awakening of the betterment of mankind, then we have to completely eliminate that 1% and flip that lid and get all of that energy back down right here where the real power is. And that's in right here, me and you, the one who has completely changed this planet, the workers, the people that are here putting in the work on a daily basis. This isn't going to happen without you. I'm telling you, we cannot sit back on the sidelines any longer. We cannot just wake up and pretend that it's all going to be okay. You can't just live in compliance. It's not possible. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. It's all coming to the surface. All of it. Whether it's environmental, political, anything that has been creating that friction in your life has to come to the surface. We have to cleanse all of it. That is seriously the only way to create this new earth. You have to ask yourself and look at those things in your life that were serving the mind, that were serving the fear, and let them go. Let go, surrender, repeat. Say it with me. Let go, surrender, repeat. That is honestly the only way to create this new earth right now. So I'm going to ask you just one last time. Are you distracted? Are you simply being distracted from this virus? Or are you doing that inner work? Are you shining bright? Are you anchoring in this new fifth dimensional energy? That's what this is all about. Nothing else. Not your relationships, not your job, not those things. All of this stuff has to come to the surface. It does. So you can do this. I know you can. I'm sending you that positive energy right now. I'm sending you that loving energy right now. Know that you are infinite. When you have that identity, when you are confident with who you truly are, anything is possible. I want to give a quick moment to everybody in the inner circle group. Shout out to the Patreon members. I would not be here without all of you. This great awakening is amazing. It's so just incredible to see all these awakened souls coming online right now. And I want you to know that, my videos are being censored. They are shutting me down hardcore, and I have to work really, really hard to just combat that. So thank you for your donations. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for expanding your cup. Thank you for being a part of this great awakening. Seriously, I know it's not easy. It's not. And you're doing the work right now. So I honor you and I thank you. Now, a lot of what I talk about, if you're new to this and if this is something that you want to learn more about, check out the Patreon page, patreon.com/theinfinitecup. Join the inner circle group. I have a very cool way for us to communicate on a 100% private, secure server. This is on the Signal app. I don't spend a lot of time on social media. Even my emails are being watched, right? My emails are being listened to. We can't spend time on our phone. I keep my phone on airplane mode as much as possible. That's why I communicate with the Inner Circle members through the Signal app. This is by far the best way to get more information from me, more one-on-one time with me, ask me questions directly. It's kind of like a one-on-one coaching program that I've created for all of you to get access to my time. And honestly, I want to give my time to people that are earnest, that are seeking. So please know that you can come anytime over to the Patreon group. We would love to have you. The Inner Circle members are growing right now. I am so happy again to see this great awakening. And if you want to be a part of this, then check out the Patreon page, patreon.com/theinfinitecup. We meet up every week. You got to really create that accountability in your life. Okay, and again, this is 100% private and secure. This is on an encrypted server on the Signal app. This is how we communicate. I don't spend too much time on my direct messages or even on my email. So if you want to get a hold of me, check out patreon.com/theinfinitecup. Join this great awakening. Join other people on the spiritual path. Really make the most of this spiritual life right now on planet Earth. A lot of what I talk about, honestly, is being censored. The videos that I post right here on YouTube get censored and they get taken down, okay? This stuff is real. It's powerful. And if you really want to, know more, again, check out patreon.com/theinfinitecup. That is the best way to know more about this great awakening and the real truth and get access to uncensored content, special discount offers, all kinds of good stuff over on Patreon. So check it out. The link is in the description of this video and all my YouTube videos, patreon.com/theinfinitecup. I love each and every one of you. I'm just so happy to be here. Again, wake up. Don't be distracted. This is real. I'm going to type it in. The chat for you right there, everybody. The Infinite Cup, patreon.com/theinfinitecup. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. Namaste.